3,000. That's right, we've flipped more than 3,000 profitable houses and can teach you how to do the same thing. Click the Academy link for your free roadmap to financial freedom.
Okay. Hi, my name's Lance. Started in real estate investing about a year ago, a year and a half ago, and it's something that I've always been interested in. The way I found Peter is I found him online and did a lot of research, and I actually searched a whole lot of different coaches, read up on them, and read up on their programs, on how they went about things. His program actually works very good no matter where you are in the country, no matter what you're doing. An example of that is I didn't have any buyers in the city of Dallas, and a guy in San Antonio called me and asked me if I had a buyer in Dallas, and I told him no, but I could find one. And within 2 days, I had a buyer for him using Peter's program. It works. It's the best thing that I've ever seen.
Hey, Peter Vekselman. So today I want to talk to those of you specifically that already have team members around you. You already have organizations around you. You may have employees around you. And I want to talk to you about something that I kind of got lulled into that I know if you have especially good team members, solid ones that are almost head and shoulders above others, you may get lulled into an exact same thing that happened to me here. And here's what happens. See, when you have people that work for you or team members, inevitably you have somebody that takes the lead. You have that one person that's kind of like I call head and shoulders. It's that one that you give that title to. You always hear me talk about Julie Hicks here. She's the CEO of my whole operation. She's literally my go-to person when it comes to pretty much everything in this business. And then what happens, through her come all the things that take place, and she kind of just parcels them out to other individuals. Well, here's a mistake I made here. See, one of the things we do when we go into different markets, I kind of put Julie in charge of that particular market, and she starts to develop a team and infrastructure around her. But in the beginning, in the early stages of that market development, she kind of handles most of the functions, because she knows all the functions. And as she develops the team, she wants to be very cautious who she gives off those tasks and functions to. So here's what happened here. We were in a new market for a number of months now, doing a ton of deals, being very profitable in there. Well, what happened in that market is that one of the tasks that Julie had taken on was actually taking the deals from the time they became deals to the closing, okay? Now, she doesn't do that function here in Atlanta. It's a very mature business here. We have Mary, who you guys hear me talk about so often, handling that. Mary's a bulldog. She's absolutely phenomenal. But in that new market, again, remember, because Julie's in charge of developing the new markets, handling all the aspects, everything that needs to be done in the beginning. So what kind of happened is we were in this market for quite a bit of time now. This whole process of from the time the deal gets put under contract till the time we buy it and close on it, she just kind of stayed in that role. She handed a number of other roles off. She handed most of the roles on, and it started becoming a more mature, more developed market. But for some reason, she did not let go of that one particular role, okay? She felt that she got a false sense of security a little bit. She was very good at it, but she forgot we had an absolutely expert in our business right here, Mary, who's handling all of our stuff. And so finally, Julie realized, because of the time commitments, because of realizing we have Mary, she kind of handed that task off to Mary. And last week, Julie came to me and said, "My God, I can't believe I didn't do this like a long time ago. Why didn't I have Mary take all that whole process and take over?" Matter of fact, last week we closed a couple deals there. And Julie even told me the reason we closed them is because Mary, in her bulldog kind of way, drove those deals all the way through. So that was kind of my fault, because again, all of us rely, when we have people that we work with, there's certain individuals we rely upon to pretty much be superstars. Well, remember, it is my responsibility, it is your responsibility with somebody that works with team members or employees to take certain tasks off of these individuals, because they're always going to do everything you ask them, and to actually divest them of certain tasks and allocate them to the right people in the organization. In this particular case, the right person, at first it was Julie, but it should have been a while back, it should have been given to Mary. So look at people you're working with, people that are working for you, that are doing tasks. Identify those that are your go-to people all the time. Figure out if everything they're doing they should be doing, or at this point, really it's time to give some of those tasks to the people maybe below them or beside them, or people that they're working with. Sometimes these people like Julie, they won't even notice it themselves just because they're doing it on a daily basis, what needs to be done. It is your responsibility to identify those tasks and sometimes push them off your key people into the hands of people that in the end will actually be better than them. I hope that helps.